See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot, they like to claim leadership, they like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority, they don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the problem. Give a damn what you talk about, don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk, everybody ain't with all that little bygone be. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the problem. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders, I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga in Fed, up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know that it's golden and ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settle. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and know boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the problem. With step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go, let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pants through the fire. Ass she the prophets, that baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail you, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. Give a damn what you talk about, don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up, serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga.
See, y'all think it's just about us and his, but this is about an oppressive, fucked up system designed to keep niggas down and shit. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. What about you, little nigga? You know about that?
Yes.
Oh, you know about that? Tell me what you know about that. Tell me what you think about that.
I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you gon' find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. Belly of the beast, we been living in hell. They like, damn Kai, how could you tell? Put us in the project, set us up to fail. Round here, bullets be flying like hell. Too many of my niggas either dead or in jail. Make a nigga work when you locked in a cell. Can't find work when you out on bail, but your homie got the work, so we passed you a scale. Got them birds like the Bible got quail. Niggas selling out cause they mama got bills. Turning the coons like Oprah and Gail. How you sell your soul just to get a little kale? They put you in a dress when you get a record deal. Wanna see a nigga getting high on pills? You can dance on a pole, you can sell that tail, but they never tell a nigga that he can go to Yale. We all created equal, that's white males. All lives matter, not black males. Another mother crying, another coffin got a nail. How many brothers out here got killed? How many of our sisters out here gotta heal? How many more caps gotta get peeled? We beef with each other so quick to pull the steel. George Zimmerman still alive and well. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you can find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. I turn up when it's real in the field. Feel. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Feel. Light-skinned nigga, you gon' find me in the field. Feel. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. Chill. Yo, chill.
industrial complex is a system situated at the intersection of government and private interests. It uses prisons as a solution to social, political, and economic problems. It includes human rights violations, the death penalty, slave labor, policing, courts, the media, political prisoners, and the elimination of dissent.
They just want us to die in silence. They just want us to die in silence. Might start me a fucking riot. Slave rebellion, no compliance. They just want us to die in silence. They murder minds like they got a license. I pray for the coronavirus to kill all of these violent tyrants. They prey on us like they poaching lions. World War III's on the horizon. Black and Hispanics form alliance. From the west coast to the islands, this pressure is making diamonds. They've awakened sleeping giants. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you can find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. I turn up when it's real in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. But feel.
Nigga, did you just say what I was trying to say, but smarter? I like this little nigga.
One West, 12 tribes, UPK. Yeah. I'm a One West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters. I'll ride for those letters. The squad is forever. Ever since a nigga was young, I knew what I wanted. Knew that we could either be hunters or with the hunted. Meaning only choice was the predators or the prey. Showed this man wherever I was, but I didn't play. Then I started spitting, step fire to every stage. Rap gave a little bit of buzz, but it didn't stay. Then I started hustling, getting at some bread. I always went broke, making sure that my niggas fed. But then I looked for loyalty, niggas, they wasn't there. The same that I shed blood for, and it wasn't fair. But fuck it though, turn they back on a real nigga. It's when I found UPK and I'm still with them. Drill with them, cause I've been in the field with them. Fringed up garments, rocking the shield with them. I never turn traitor, I never let my colors fly. Never get my brothers book. I ain't like that other guy, nothing like them funny groups. They just better get in line. If you in the middle, you confused, you should pick a side. Me, I must stay loyal to the king till the day I die. I am One West, head beating in my chest. Fuck all the rest, we stayed, y'all left. Suckers ran scared, had to clean up y'all mess. That's why we took over, I can see that y'all stressed. We ain't got time to worry about no hater. My life is like a movie, should come with a narrator. They gather data, they wanna see us assimilated. Marching through the streets, know we coming, you hear our cadence. All you smell is Henny and frankincense is the fragrance. Cause I'm a One West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters, I'll ride for those letters. The squad is forever. I'm a One West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters, I'll ride for those letters. My squad is forever. It's forever. Squad is forever. When a nigga in this mode like I get so hyped, shining blinding like a strobe light. I'm my only comp, so I battle me back and forth nights like a bullfight. I see red charge and destroy Mike. Gave me foresight, so I know that winning the war might have them all tight. Fuck they feelings, cause they the soft type. I was always taught never turn your back on your brothers. Take on any enemy, know the strength in these numbers. UPK official, and ain't no coward among us. Don't make me go and bang with them sticks like I'm a drummer. How y'all gonna run with the style that we invented? You always talk the war was wild, but you never in it. All that coulda, shoulda, woulda. I see how you try to spin it. The way my soldiers move out, you think that we got evicted. It's One West in the building, we owning it while you renting. Lyrical exercise in the booth is my Planet Fitness. Words move you like calisthenics. Bars heavy, so when I bench it, I'm building up a hardcore. I flex when I'm finished. And right after a light workout, it's back to business. Group sick of UPK, cause we the illest. I got one question, will they ever stop hating? Waiting on this war so long, I'm salivating. Niggas turn bitch so strong, I call them Caitlyn. I get the green light, it's go, no hesitations. Y'all just been holding our spot like reservations. Now we back to work while you suckers still on vacation. Mixtape singles and even collaborations. They smiling in the face, but I know I see aggravation. You ain't got to hide it though, you fucking mighty cone. UPK bringing that heat, you know the fire's on. It's One West. cause I'm a one West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters. I ride for those letters, the squad is forever. One West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters. I ride for those letters, the squad is forever. It's forever. The squad is forever.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, West. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Man, this shit is too easy. I'm on gold, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, 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 Vici. Hear them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. Mama grind, bitch, and work. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Them niggas weak, they be church. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. If he cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with this virus. And I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas we eat. I'm in this bitch with the itis. Say all y'all do the sweet. Tell y'all to do the sweet. If a nigga made the wrong move, he make his ass obsolete. He ain't one of us hit the lead. He ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch, I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. You soft as cotton, just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, but I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Gullah Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime for peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we takes. We form up in ranks. We body bag this rap shit. All black, no bright shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit.
I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead.
One West is to raise, son, that's where I came from. That is my A1s, I'm talking day one. Rest of these niggas out here is just fake, son. Look, you can hate, son, you cannot take, son. I've been in every hood out of my state, son. Out in these streets, I'm steady blazing. Looking to cut a nigga like I'm Jason. I am the one, this is the Matrix. Going so hard that they think I'm an agent. Going so hard that they said I'm a Mason. These are the facts, though, I'm just amazing. There is no other way that I could state them. Iron my spotted, they'll never be vacant. These niggas lazy, they got complacent. They wanna level these fucking Caucasians. How the fuck we gonna rebuild our nation? You niggas feminine, go get some makeup. Sorry, but my love is only for Jacob. We had some hard days, we learned some hard ways. Always ways. Just know that I pray that we get it out the dust. Only thing that I trust, knowing that my niggas gon' bust. That's thumbing up the rush, thinking that you won't get touched. Fuck when my brother get crushed, been through too much. Always come through in the clutch. Nigga just do what it does, fuck you thought shit was. Cause nigga it wasn't. Know that I do this a dozen. Always kept it 100. Niggas know I never stunning. And I keep shit running, even on the days when the pain keep coming, or a nigga fucked up and he feel like numbing. Show goes on, I just keep on drumming my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Dark days with no night vision, that's why my heart is a cave and there's ice in it. Don't even trust niggas no more, Lord is my witness. Me and these niggas ain't the same, it's a slight difference. Thought a nigga had my back, now it's a knife in it. But now I'm back at the back like it's the ninth inning. Still got the backpack packed in the back of the camp van, taking any given chance to blaze on the white man. Son of Benjamin, born on the right hand, never losing grip, I understand who I am. Met a man to show me the right path, now I'm rooted in the truth, to rule is my plan. And I can never lose sight like a night exam. Sharp as iron, I was forged by fireman. In the circle of life, how could I tell you, man? I was undesired, had no one, and then I met these men and it changed how I'm living. Their words was convicting, called that a life sentence. Now I need a witness, but no, I'm not Christian. My faith in these scriptures, man, not no religion, man. It's like Tazab, and I'm with my brother Katazai. Then you niggas too sweet like baklava. Niggas better not make a nigga bring them choppers out. Better pray for your health like the doctors out. Just be faithful, one day you'll be thankful. Wonder why they hateful. Luckily I got angels. I'm so thankful. Yes, I'm so thankful. Used to be ashamed, and even before I changed,
still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my
enemy know the strength in these numbers. UPK official and ain't no coward among us. Don't make me go and bang with them sticks like I'm a drummer. How y'all gonna run with the style that we invented? You always talk the war was wild, but you never in it. All that coulda, shoulda, woulda. I see how you try to spin it. The way my soldiers move out, you think that we got evicted. It's One West in the building, we owning it while you renting. Lyrical exercise in the booth is my Planet Fitness. Words move you like calisthenics. Bars heavy, so when I bench it, I'm building up a hardcore. I flex when I'm finished. And right after a light workout, it's back to business. Group sick of UPK, cause we the illest. I got one question, will they ever stop hating? Waiting on this war so long, I'm salivating. Niggas turn bitch so strong, I call her Caitlyn. I get the green light, it's go, no hesitation. Y'all just been holding our spot like reservations. Now we back to work while you suckers still on vacation. Mixtape singles and even collaborations. They smiling in the face, but I know I see aggravation. You ain't got to hide it though, you fucking mighty cone. UPK bringing that heat, you know the fire's on. It's One West. Cause I'm a One West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters. I'll ride for those letters, the squad is forever. One West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters. I'll ride for those letters, the squad is forever. It's forever. The squad is forever.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, West. Go ahead. Go ahead. Rockin' this shit. Yeah. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UPK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Go ahead. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. Go ahead. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead. This shit is too easy. I'm on gold, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, 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 Vici. Hear them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. I'm on my grind, bitch, and work. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Them niggas weak, they be church. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. If he cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with this virus. And I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas we eat. I'm in this bitch with the itis. Say all y'all do the street. Tell y'all do the street. If a nigga made the wrong move, he make his ass out the league. He ain't one of us hit the league. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach, nigga. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch, I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. You soft as cotton, just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, but I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Gullah Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime for peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we pace. We form up in ranks. We body bag this rap shit. All black, no bright shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit.
I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach, nigga. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. Go ahead.
One West is who raised, son, that's where I came from, that is my A1s, I'm talking day one, rest of these niggas out here is just fake, son, look you can hate, son, you cannot take, son, I've been in every hood out of my state, son, out in these streets, I'm steady blazing, looking to cut a nigga like I'm Jason, I am the one, this is the Matrix, going so hard that they think I'm an agent, going so hard that they said I'm a Mason, these are the facts though, I'm just amazing, there is no other way that I could state them, iron my spotted, they'll never be vacant, these niggas lazy, they got complacent, they wanna level these fucking Caucasians, how the fuck we gonna rebuild our nation? You niggas feminine, go get some makeup. Sorry, but my love is only for Jacob. We had some hard days, we learned some hard ways. Always, just know that I pray that we get it out the dust. Only thing that I trust, knowing that my niggas gon' bust. That's thumbing up the rush, thinking that you won't get touched. Fuck when my brother get crushed, been through too much. Always come through in the clutch. Nigga just do what it does, fuck you thought shit was. Cause nigga it wasn't. Know that I do this a dozen. Always kept it 100. Niggas know I never stunning. And I keep shit running, even on the days when the pain keep coming, or a nigga fucked up and he feel like numbing. Show goes on, I just keep on drumming my fate. Even on the days I wanna break, saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Dark days with no night vision, that's why my heart is a cave and there's ice in it. Don't even trust niggas no more, Lord is my witness. Me and these niggas ain't the same, it's a slight difference. Thought a nigga had my back, now it's a knife in it. But now I'm back at the back like it's the ninth inning. Still got the backpack packed in the back of the camp van, taking any given chance to blaze on the white man. Son of Benjamin, born on the right hand, never losing grip, I understand who I am. Met a man to show me the right path, now I'm rooted in the truth, to rule is my plan. And I can never lose sight like an exam. Sharp as iron, I was forged by fireman. In the circle of life, how could I tire, man? I was undesired, had no one, and then I met these men and it changed how I'm living. Their words was convicting, called that a life sentence. Now I need a witness, but no, I'm not Christian. My faith in these scriptures, man, not no religion, man. It's like Tazab, and I'm with my brother Katazai. Then you niggas too sweet like baklava. Niggas better not make a nigga bring them choppers out. Better pray for your health like the doctors out. Just be faithful, one day you'll be thankful. Wonder why they hateful. Luckily I got angels. I'm so thankful. Yes, I'm so thankful.
One West is who raised, son. That's where I came from. That is my A1s. I'm talking day one. Rest of these niggas out here is just fake, son. Look, you can hate, son. You cannot take, son. I've been in every hood out of my state, son. Out in these streets, I'm steady blazing. Looking to cut a nigga like I'm Jason. I am the one. This is the Matrix. Going so hard that they think I'm an agent. Going so hard that they said I'm a Mason. These are the facts, though. I'm just amazing. There is no other way that I could state them. I earn my spot, they'll never be vacant. These niggas lazy. They got complacent. They wanna level these fucking Caucasians. How the fuck we gonna rebuild our nation? You niggas feminine, go get some makeup. Sorry, but my love is only for Jacob. We had some hard days, we learned some hard ways. Always, just know that I pray that we get it out the dust. Only thing that I trust, knowing that my niggas gon' bust. That's thumbing up the rush, thinking that you won't get touched. Fuck when my brother get crushed, been through too much. Always come through in the clutch. Nigga just do what it does, fuck you thought shit was. 'Cause nigga it wasn't. Know that I do this a dozen. Always kept it 100. Niggas know I never stunning. And I keep shit running, even on the days when the pain keep coming, or a nigga fucked up and he feel like numbing. Show goes on, I just keep on drumming my fate. Even on the days I wanna break, saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Dark days with no night vision, that's why my heart is a cave and there's ice in it. Don't even trust niggas no more, Lord is my witness. Me and these niggas ain't the same, it's a slight difference. Thought a nigga had my back, now it's a knife in it. But now I'm back at the back like it's the ninth inning. Still got the backpack packed in the back of the camp van, taking any given chance to blaze on the white man. Son of Benjamin, born on the right hand, never losing grip, I understand who I am. Met a man to show me the right path, now I'm rooted in the truth, to rule is my plan. And I can never lose sight like an exam. Sharp as iron, I was forged by fireman. In the circle of life, how could I tire, man? I was undesired, had no one, and then I met these men and it changed how I'm living. Their words was convicting, called that a life sentence. Now I need a witness, but no, I'm not Christian. My faith in these scriptures, man, not no religion, man. It's like Tazab, and I'm with my brother Katazab. Man, you niggas too sweet like baklava. Niggas better not make a nigga bring them choppers out. Better pray for your health like the doctors out. Just be faithful, one day you'll be thankful. Wonder why they hateful. Luckily I got angels. I'm so thankful. Yes, I'm so thankful. Used to be ashamed, and even before I changed,
still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Clap it up. Shalom, we are the ISBK coming out of 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York, and the commanding during your honor. Yeah, I want to use this for class today. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? Of course, this is the Wednesday law class. We're going to be going into things like law, biblical law, and politics. You know what I'm saying? You know, anybody kept up with the Ukrainian situation right now? Last I've seen, the United States is trying to bring up Ukraine on war crimes charges. See this? Okay. Yeah, something from war crimes. Now, remember what I did, like the class I did, like I think it was 2 weeks ago. I made mention of, or it might have been last week. I made mention of the missiles getting sent, a bomb getting blown off in Poland. Oh yeah, that's right. Awesome. Now I kind of think maybe it put a little something else on the table right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what? That bomb might have been set off by NATO. You know what I'm saying? On one of their own countries. Poland is a NATO country. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with that bomb, the bomb and everything, you know, being set off there, it killed 2 people. But at the same time, it's supposed to be a situation to where if one of NATO's members get attacked, then they're supposed to pull all of NATO. Right. But what has also been hearing too is the Ukraine wants to actually be out of the war, but NATO wants Ukraine to keep fighting the war. You know what I'm saying? They want them to keep fighting. You know, but if they keep fighting, regardless, even if Russia's winning and everything, you fight a war, it's going to weaken your forces because wars cost money.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Wars cost money, wars cost resources, wars cost manpower. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know, the death toll of Russian fighters and everything is somewhere, you know, only around, man, I mean, golly, man, Russia's blowing Ukraine the hell out concerning that. The death toll in Ukraine is about at 60,000. That's not counting the wounded. That's counting the dead. You know what I'm saying?
60,000?
About 60,000, right. You know what I'm saying? The death toll of Russia is somewhere around 12 to 1,500. You know what I'm saying? Somebody getting their lunch, they getting their lunch ate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Which you can see. Go ahead.
The Russians is kind of more powerful than Ukraine.
Of course they are.
Oh,
Yes, they
God.
are. And they have more powerful allies. They're the allies that Russia actually has is allies that are very high up on the world stage. You know what I'm saying? China and you know what I'm saying, and some of the Middle Eastern countries, and then some of the Middle Eastern countries is growing even stronger with this thing going on, and African countries too. They're growing stronger with this thing too. You know what I'm saying? And you know, people think that you know the Africans playing the role, man. They playing a pretty good chess match going here. You know what I'm saying? Because you getting all of these nations and everything that want your support. You know what I'm saying? If you let them use your land and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying in the last class, you know, with them building them railroads and everything, with the Chinese building all the railroads and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
It's not African working on them railroads for minimum wage. It's not that. You know what I'm saying? It's Chinese that are on that. You know what I'm saying? All the infrastructure and everything that they build and everything, the Africans just benefit off of it, which also shows once again that we ain't Africans.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't think like that. We don't even play global chess. You know what I'm saying? We just be the victims of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We just be these small pawns in a bigger damn scheme, you know what I'm saying? That everybody can just knock around because we too goddamn greedy, you know what I'm saying? And we don't love one another. We don't love our nation. We don't love our, you know what I'm saying, ourselves as a whole. Go ahead.
I just want to ask Pat, why do our people look at the president like he's God or something? What's wrong with us?
It all goes back, what it actually goes back to is our history of idol worship. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times we fell into worshiping the idols of the people that we were even dominating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We killing the hell out of the goddamn, you know, the Canaanites and everything. We destroying 7 families of the Canaanites. But then once we get rest from war and everything, we done kicked all this ass. We look and we see some little voodoo doll and she like, that's the Canaanite god, such and such. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, we start to revere that damn thing that has no power to do anything. We start to revere that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we start to want to see, you know, like, you know, let's see what they do over there. You know, this is how Dinah got caught up. She went to see the daughters of the land. You know what I'm saying? Inside that city of Shechem. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to see though. She was on some hey girl type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because she didn't have no sisters or anything like that. You know, she rolled with her mama and all of that, but she wanted, you know, some female companions that were somewhere in her age bracket, things like that, right? You know, because her mother was older than her, of course, is her mother, right? But, you know, she winded up and it put her in a situation, you know what I'm saying, where she wanted to see how they lived their lives and what they did and observing them, and she'll see certain things about them, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, they, you know, bringing and presenting some prince before her. And that was Shechem, the guy who the city's named after.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, she get whipped up in the Canaanite nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know what I'm saying, he's this great prince, you know, such and such a, you know, this and that, you know. And I'll bet you she was very attracted to the dude. You know what I'm saying? I bet you she was very attracted to him. And being the fact that he might not have, I don't think he like beat her up and held her down or those stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He used his status and everything, and she yielded to it. You know what I'm saying? And the brothers was angry, Simeon and Levi, they was angry. You know what I'm saying? Because the way that they seen it, and they seen it the way that they should have saw it. They seen it as he defiled the daughter. You know what I'm saying? Of Jacob, they sister. He defiled her without even, we ain't supposed to make no covenants with them, no way. But not only did he not go through any proper channels, he tried to use her like she was a common whore, like some Canaanite woman, twerking big booty broad, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's where twerking come from. Let's keep it all the way real. Twerking ain't that shit didn't come from us.
Right, sure.
You know what I'm saying? Twerking and all of that, bouncing and butts and all of that stuff did not come from us. We think that it is funny because we think that it did.
Right.
We was watching them damn Africans. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
We was watching them, and the Arab women and all of that because they do it too. You know what I'm saying? Every nation got a booty dance. You know what I'm saying? Serious. Every nation got a booty dance. The Arab women, you know what I'm saying? White women, and you know what I'm saying? And the booty has always been, you know what I'm saying? Booty has always been a major attraction.
Right.
Booty has always been a major attraction with people on the earth in general, regardless of your race, creed, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's always been a major attraction. And before, drug dealers and everything took over the modeling agencies and stuff like that, a thick woman was, pretty much revered and everything because it was an actual sign of, the well-being, you know what I'm saying, of your whole people and everything. It's a sign of wealth and status. You got a thick woman. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. That's why even over in the Hamite countries, before the woman get married, they make her drink this thick milk. You know what I'm saying? It come from like goats, thick cow milk, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they do this for a certain amount of time to prepare themselves to put all this weight on them.
Right.
Before they get married. Even when you look at them old Victorian, they were before Victorian, old Roman pictures of the woman being naked and all of that stuff like that. It wasn't never no skinny woman. Right. Anybody ever notice that? You know what I'm saying? She was always a big butt woman, you know what I'm saying? A robust woman, always. But when drug dealers took it over the modeling agencies, and to want to get everybody on drugs because the look of somebody that was strung out on drugs, they like, well, damn, they wanted to make that the image of beauty.
Right.
To get people more on drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They made that the image of beauty. So now that's why you got all the models that be throwing up, you know what I'm saying, and want to get, you know what I'm saying, skinny and, and all of that stuff. That stuff is something that changed during the time of the 50s. You know what I'm saying? 40s and 50s. You look at models in 40s and 50s, there wasn't no skinny women.
Right.
Regardless of race or whatever the case was, they was nice proportioned women, big legs, big booty, all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when you start to, you start to put politics and all kind of stuff like that and things, and you got an agenda and all of that, an agenda was to get everybody on drugs. The 60s come around and you get heroin. And heroin make you do what? Make you lose weight, make you get all skinny and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And different drugs and stuff because you're not eating, you know what I'm saying, like that, like you should. You're too busy chasing that damn drug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then crack came along and did the same damn thing in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I think a lot of our people bad on drugs now. Rock on smoking movement porn and stuff.
Pills and all of that too.
Stank too.
Yeah, pills and all of that stuff too. I remember back in the day, you know what I'm saying, where, black people didn't do pills.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That wasn't one of our things. You had all the devils and everything that was doing footballs, you know what I'm saying, and doing the volumes and all of them, the pills and stuff like that. Man, I don't know. We took that stuff on, boy, and it just goddamn, you know what I'm saying? And we became the poster boys for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? When Lil Wayne and them came in, that's what really started to usher in pills real heavy.
Yeah.
far as like the entertainers, the rappers and stuff.
Not just any entertainers and rappers. You had the damn patriarchs of the stuff.
Right.
Lil Wayne was definitely one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne came out actually in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne came out somewhere around.
Why have to Lil Wayne? I see he's all messed up.
I mean, he's still around. And
yeah, you do syrup and pills and stuff for that goddamn long, man. It's gonna have some effect on.
Yeah,
Right.
you know, that lean as well.
Yeah,
Lean,
that's what I was meaning to say too. Yeah, that
yeah,
lean.
it's syrup.
Right, yeah, what they used to call syrup.
Syrup, yeah.
You know, sipping. It used to be a down south, a deep down south thing. Now everybody's, you know what I'm saying, goddamn doing it. It used to be just something that niggas in the bottom of Tennessee and you know all of that stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Mississippi and all of that stuff. Right. You know, used to do that and wet daddies and all of that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but now that stuff just took over just the whole black community, regardless of where you at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The niggas is mailing into each other. But I seen my cousin had syrup mailed to him from Texas in peroxide bottles.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because at that time, I mean, you know, Texas is where because they had a group called Powwow Records. It was made up of about 4 or 5 people from Louisville, and they used to go down to Texas all the time.
Yeah.
And they was messing with big dudes, you know, guys that was big in the rap game and drug dealers and all of that stuff. And that's where they just eventually started getting their dope from. You know what I'm saying? And they started to blow up in Louisville behind it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's the first time I seen barcodes on dope. I'm like, damn, this stuff is moved like it's legal. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like any other product and everything. I saw barcodes on the dope. I saw, you know, the lean was in peroxide bottles, mailed through the mail. Wow. UPS delivered. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, something I already put in liquid form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was UPS delivered in peroxide bottles, you know, nicely, neatly packed together and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He signed for it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was just like that. You know, politics is something else, man. You know what I'm saying? All type of politics and all of this stuff is made by decisions of people that's high up, you know what I'm saying, somewhere, you know. And that's one thing that's always messed us up too is politics, because we're not supposed to be, you know, politics type people.
Right.
Go ahead.
I look at the definition of Will Western sticks their politics. It says a shrewd and dishonest practice anyway.
Yes, it really is. Yes, it is. You know, and what it's based on is, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let's pull the scripture. Let's pull I want to get that scripture when Caiaphas, the high priest, talked about, you know, it's more expedient that one die for us. It's expedient that one die for us and the whole nation. I'm paraphrasing it, the whole nation be wiped out. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, let's go into that. Politics start to really mess up, you know, a lot of things. You know, niggas start to think like politicians, we start going off and we become slaves. We don't never dominate in the whole political scene. It's true. You know what I'm saying? Because you actually getting off your strength and become a slave to somebody else's strengths.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pink oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
That's right.
Scripture that says, envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways.
Right.
I'll go ahead.
John chapter 11, verse 15. And I am glad for your John chapter 11, verse 15. 50. Nor consider that it is expedient for us.
Yes, it's expedient, means something that's going to be to our benefit. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's thinking like a politician.
Right.
Even though what he's saying is a prophecy. You know what I'm saying? But he's still thinking like a politician. because he doesn't want the Romans coming down and just messing up their money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And actually, Caiaphas the high priest. Anybody know anything about the backstory? Caiaphas the high priest.
A little bit.
Yeah, he's a Levite.
Right.
And not only is he a Levite, he's one of the sons of Aaron. But it was other brothers that was supposed to be, as we go back in the Apocrypha, he's actually a byproduct of what went down in the Apocrypha when you had the dude Jason and all of them dudes that were laboring for the seat of high priest and all of that stuff. They was doing all kind of funny stuff and all of that, and trying to have people killed and all kind of having their own brothers killed and stuff like that. Well, Caiaphas is actually a byproduct of that what was going on in the Apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't supposed to be set up as high priest either, but he is a son of Aaron. He is, you know what I'm saying? And he does operate that seat. You know what I'm saying? Even though all of that stuff came about real treacherously and stuff like that, he does operate that seat. Well, just like you got to look at also Herod as being king and everything. During that time, he wasn't somebody supposed to be ruling over, Israel either.
Right.
In which I'll go into some things about, or some things about, about him, sometime in the future class.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But Caiaphas really wasn't even supposed to be in that seat, you know what I'm saying? But he is the son of Aaron. He is, you know what I'm saying? And he comes from the line of the people that he's also a descendant of Phineas too. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord let it go down with him sitting in that seat like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was all that funny political stuff that went on, you know what I'm saying? And then with all the scribes, Pharisees, and all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? These guys became politicians.
Right.
And that's where we mess up at. It's one of the places we mess up. You know what I'm saying? That's why the saying's out, a separation between church and state. You know what I'm saying? And that saying came about by white people.
Right.
Because white people understood that, you know what I'm saying, look, man, we just can't keep mixing the two like that. Because one's going, you know what I'm saying, the papacy is going to want the power, you know what I'm saying, and then the state, dealing with all your politicians and everything, they're going to want the power too. And we're going to be at war with each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if we're at war with each other, then how the hell we going to dominate over everybody else?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If we too much infighting. You know, so that's why they come up with the saying a separation between church and state and have them to operate as two totally separate, powerful entities. Go ahead, keep going.
John chapter 11, verse 50. That one man should die for the people.
Yeah, one thing that Caiaphas did understand though, because in times past, a lot of kings, if he went to war and he lost, and they took the king captive, the king would say things like, hey, look, I'll put my life up as a ransom. Y'all go ahead and y'all can execute me publicly or whatever the hell the case, whatever it is. Just let this people right here go. Right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we put a tribute tax on them and all of that good stuff, but let them go where they at, because let them go where they at, that they have a chance to rebuild themselves. And eventually go back where it is that they come from and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That type of war practice and everything is, that's, Esau still use that today, except they don't just execute no one public figure and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? What they'll do is they'll win the war, win or lose, they'll try to make a partnership with who they just fought. That's why you seen the Vietnamese and all of them coming over here. All of these Middle Eastern people coming over here and such, you know what I'm saying? While we join in the military, we go over there and help them fight them as if they the damn enemy. And then they just come with the conclusion, well, these people ain't the enemy no more. But you stay the enemy. So now they come over here and the same, Arab that you shot at and missed is now owns a gas station. You got to come to him to buy your gas, and you got none of the spoils of war. That's the whole. Why are you fighting in wars and everything? You don't even get no spoils, though.
That's right.
I never understood that.
Right. That's the type of situation that we always in.
If I'm in like Israel, Israelites.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then like as their reward, they get killed.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Or they come back home, they missing a arm, a leg, a limb.
Right. And they get what some
crazy.
They get a free meal at the hometown buffet.
Yeah.
Or one of Cracker Barrel or one of them any of them places to say, you know, Veterans Day, come in here and eat.
Right.
And all of that. And then we just cool just with that. And that's supposed to be our spoil of war is a meal one day out of a 365 day year.
Veterans Day is just past 11.
Woo! And then every restaurant is not going to give you that. You ain't going to Texas, you know, Roadhouse. You know, I don't think you'll get nothing from Texas Roadhouse or any of them type of, you know, or any of them, especially not in them high-end restaurants. You can take your venturing ass on up out of here. Go ahead.
The only place you go to McDonald's.
McDonald's?
There's something I'm just saying, like just a lower level of something.
You might get a cup of coffee or something,
yeah,
maybe.
Something. But like I said, those more uppity, expensive restaurants.
Yeah, you're not going in none of there for none of that. You know what I'm saying? And then you're fighting in the wars what helped their restaurant actually get funded. You know what I'm saying? So they can actually even be some high-end restaurant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's one thing, man. We got to look at cause and effect, you know, of the things that we do. You know what I'm saying? We got to look at the, you know what I'm saying, the effects, what long-term, what residual effects that this stuff will have. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we don't want to get ourselves in situations where we mess around and stuck with some evil gift that keeps on giving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's that. You a poet? You're a poet in it,
let's go for the scriptures.
John chapter 11, verse 50. And that the whole nation perish not.
Right. You see that? That was a common practice of kings right there. So a lot of people understood why Christ must die for the nation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People don't even understand it today because we don't understand kings and stuff like that. We understand presidents.
Yeah.
And we really don't even understand them. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know that the president is not really the boss.
Right.
You know, you have a president of the company and everything, president of Microsoft, president of whatever the case is. He's not the ruler. He's not the leader of that. He is the face and the representative of that for that particular time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he actually is. You know what I'm saying? The president don't run the country.
Right.
Congress got more pull over the country than he do.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Congress sit there and tell him he come with some idea and all of that. That's the reason why Barack Obama could not do nothing for black people. He couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because Congress would be in there like, you know, what the hell you think you're doing? All right. You saying they're talking about housing for, you know what I'm saying, for blacks and all of that, man. What you want with that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, just like what I mentioned in last week's class, you know, that's the reason why, you know, when Pharaoh let what Moses did slide, because he looked at it as a political stunt, because the ancient Egyptians used to do political stunts and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, they had all kind of propaganda. You know what they would do? You know, looking at the backstory of the Egyptians, they would have Pharaoh carry a brick every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But and it was doing this when we start to complain real tough, because we were being broken down and everything. You know what I'm saying? So when we finally started complaining about it, they'll have Pharaoh do something like that, carry a brick, and they say, see, look, Pharaoh can carry a brick. Why can't you? You know what I'm saying? And us not knowing what the hell to say, you know what I'm saying? Just believing the propaganda of what we see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't thinking about the fact that we got to carry bricks 365 days out of the year, and he carrying one goddamn brick in front of everybody. One brick. You know what I'm saying? And they saying, well, see, look, how you gonna figure you too tender to carry a brick? Look at Pharaoh. Look at what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Even temp services come from ancient Egypt too. Temp services, that's one of the ways that they was able to get us out of Goshen. You know what I'm saying? Remember they said get them up out of the land?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
When they said let's get them up out of the land, you know what I'm saying? What land was they talking about? The lands that we actually had Goshen, where we was farmers and we was providing. We had beef to sell. You know what I'm saying? Goats and all types of chickens and all kind of stuff like that. And we was blessed. You know what I'm saying? So our stuff was coming out bigger and healthier than everybody than the other farmers. And farming was something that was despised. That's why we was called the Hyksos, meaning shepherd kings. You know what I'm saying? That's why we was called that. You know what I'm saying? We was called the shepherd kings because now that we was getting too rich, too powerful, and all of that. They like you know what I'm saying? Especially they waited for all the patriarchs to die. All the patriarchs, you know what I'm saying, with the foresight that we needed, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, and could had the great influence to tally the men up for war and stuff like that. They waited. You know what I'm saying? Levi was like the last living of them. You know what I'm saying? He outlived even, some of his younger brothers and everything. Once he died, then it was on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then they started trying to get us, let's get them up out of the land. Let's get them in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Let's get them, and they had a scheme. They start building on the wall, and we build right along next to them. And then eventually we start taking our people off the wall. And once they finally realize what's going on, all ain't nothing but Hebrews, and they finally realize, then you force them to work. Why do I believe this? Look at your setup in your city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look at your setup in your city. The setup in your city, actually, you are working, the new arrivals, heathens and everything that come here, they working right alongside of you. Then you start seeing them disappear. Just like the Vietnamese was working next to black people, you know what I'm saying, where I'm from. Next thing you know, the same Vietnamese that you was working next to owns a nail salon. He done moved up in society on the pyramid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? While you still stuck at that goddamn bottom level, some goddamn where you working a job and trying to sell a little dope and weed and stuff on the side just to make your damn ends meet. You know what I'm saying? While this bastard got a legitimate business going on. You know what I'm saying? And so when I was in Louisville, I went straight to that damn spot. You know what I'm saying? The dude's name, we used to call him Rocky, but his name was Quanton Lee. You know what I'm saying? He was charged with raping some young 18-year-old black girl inside his nail salon where he worked with his wife. I knew both of them. You know what I'm saying? I used to work with And
There we go. I'm still in Christ. He back up.
okay, right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that thing is back up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, pink oppresses the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
That's right.
Start talking about things like the politics and all of that kind of stuff and start to really dig, you know what I'm saying, and tap inside their mind and everything. They don't like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they don't like that kind of stuff right there. Believe that. Keep going with the scripture.
Verse 21. And this spoke he not himself, but being a high priest that year, he prophesied that Jesus should die for that nation.
Yes, that was a prophecy, you know what I'm saying? And this was something that was actually revealed to him, you know what I'm saying? Based on the fact that he the high priest and it was spoken through the mouth of a high priest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and publicized through the mouth of a high priest. You know, he was like what I was talking about before. A man could be evil, whatever, still have to give prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Balaam and all of them, because the scriptures say what? The gifts and callings of God are without what? Anybody know?
Say it one time.
The gifts and callings of God are without repentance.
Repentance, okay.
He don't just take it away from you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he give you something and you decide what you gonna do with it. You know what I'm saying? Balaam decided to use his for political gain and money and things like that. He took his eyes off the Lord and started to, you know, see greener pastures as far as with dealing with these world leaders and stuff like that.
Right.
He started to think extremely carnal. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to be an Elijah. He wanted to be a T.D. Jakes. You see what I'm saying? He wanted that. And he started thinking about gain, money, which he fell into the same trap that Judas Iscariot fell into. And Judas Iscariot was called the son of perdition.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And Judas Iscariot was a prophet too. Didn't he have prophecy power and all of that stuff?
Right.
Well, they so much so where they making up books and everything, talking about the gospel of Judas and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And what are they doing? They teaching a lot of witchcraft and stuff inside, you know, that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And the stuff is going, it carries some power to it. You know what I'm saying? It has, people read it. You know what I'm saying? It carries some power to it. 2,000 years later, you know. Any more on that?
John chapter 11, verse 52. And not for that nation only, but that also he shall gather together in one the children of God that was scattered abroad.
Yes, because see, we're not, here's the thing, is a lot of people sit there and think, oh no, that's talking about all the heathens. And I know that's not what that's talking about. It's not talking about anybody that becomes a Christian and all of that stuff. Because nation, you got to look at it this way. You know what I'm saying? A nation, anybody that was outside of Jerusalem and all of that stuff, you wouldn't really look at as part of the nation. You know what I'm saying? The Apostle Paul, you know what I'm saying? He was both Jew and Gentile pretty much. But on one hand, he was raised as a Pharisee, but on the other hand, he was not raised in Jerusalem. So he was both. You know what I'm saying? He's Jew and that's why he said, I'm all things, all men. He Jew and you know what I'm saying? He Jew and Gentile both. Because Apostle Paul was born in Spain. You know what I'm saying? What we call Spain. The southern part of Spain was called Tarsus.
Tarsus, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Named after one of Japheth's sons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where the Apostle Paul was from.
Yeah.
But he was a Pharisee. His people still kept the traditions and things like that. And you know what I'm saying? And all of that. So, you know, he was brought up in the ways of the Jews, even though he physically wasn't in the land of the Jews. That's one of the reasons why he was chosen to be an apostle unto the Gentiles, meaning Israelites that were not born in Jerusalem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He went to Tarsus. Notice his place. He went to Tarsus. He went up north to Spain. He was going to places like Italy and all kind of stuff like that, to the niggas in the ghetto, the Gentiles in the ghettos. Go ahead.
And like we use like in the Holy City of Jerusalem when you say strangers. was a mama that's just this children of Israel that they just had on like foreign apparel, their customs and stuff like that.
Okay, stranger can mean, you know, as far as in Jerusalem, it could just be simply somebody you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, somebody that's a stranger unto you. You don't know him. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know, pretty much, you know, what it's talking about when it comes to that. It's this man that you don't know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because, I mean, as we grow and everything, and we multiply and everything, it's going to be people that you don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's a Jew just like you, stuff like that, but he's somebody that you don't personally know.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty much what it's talking about with a stranger there. Or it could be somebody that also, too, was not born in Jerusalem, that came from one of them places like, you know, where Apostle Paul came from, you know, Tarsus or somewhere like that. Coming into Jerusalem, he's a stranger also, because he didn't come up in Nazareth or one of the places like that. You know what I'm saying? He came up somewhere else. It's just like, you know, we go to Atlanta or any place like that. We a stranger.
Right.
Even though we same damn thing, you know, as far as, you know, racially as they are.
Yeah.
But they don't know us.
Right.
They don't know us. They don't know our family. You know what I'm saying? Anything like that. You know, you're just a stranger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just don't know you.
Like, if I may, it's like anytime you visit a different city, people know that you're not from them based on how you carry yourself, how you talk, all that.
Yeah, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, you go down to Mississippi talking about, yo, son, yo, kid.
Yeah.
You know, with that New York and Philly stuff,
Right.
You're a what? You're a stranger.
You're a stranger, yeah.
You go from down south, you know what I'm saying? You know, you go up to New York, yeah, look at Woody, you know, you go all that stuff. What are you?
Right.
You're a stranger. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, also too, if I may slide, the whole controversy in the Midwest and stuff about, is it soda or is it pop?
Yeah, all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Master P was just in Louisville and everything, you know what I'm saying? Just here recently and all that. He's always loved Louisville, you know what I'm saying? You know, Louisville reminds a lot of New Orleans people. You know, Louisville's a place that reminds a lot of people where they from. It's funny because Detroit dudes like going to Louisville. Dudes from Chicago love going to Louisville. You know what I'm saying? When niggas commit murders in Louisville, they run to Chicago or Detroit or somewhere. Detroit, Chicago, niggas do the same thing. They commit a murder up there, they run to Louisville. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just like this crazy, you know, pipeline and everything. And it's funny because Louisville is actually a place that's right on the Mason-Dixon line. So it's like a political and spiritual type of thing to it, because that's one of the reasons why they build all the Marriotts and all of that stuff right there, because a lot of people come there in a neutral zone and everything for these big old CEO and corporate meetings and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead.
No,
oh, okay. You know, it's funny, you know what I'm saying, because that stuff even transpires into the streets too. You know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah, but see, now let's go to the scripture where it talks about trust not a counselor.
Oh yeah.
Trust not a counselor.
Yeah, that's a heavy, few scriptures right there, actually. The peak of prison is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Don't become a politician when it comes to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Don't become a politician. Separate church and state.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Is it in Apocrypha?
No, it's in the Bible. Oh, let me see if I can pull it up. I just ran across it not too.
Unless I misspelled it. I know what you're talking about though too.
Wicked counsel.
Yeah, trust is trust not a counselor.
I keep seeing one in Ecclesiastes, but it don't say the word counselor.
see, I'm going to pull it up right here. What does it say?
In Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, it says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first and be not hasty to credit him.
I don't think that one.
Yeah, I think that's something different.
Yeah. Okay, wait a second.
We'll get into the Psalms.
I don't think that's it.
Just read that precept.
Okay, Micah 7:5. That's
Okay.
what.
Micah 7:5.
All right, I got you. Think oppresses the devil that the Bible speaks.
That's right.
Micah 7:5.
Yeah, Micah 7:5.
Micah's more of a smaller book. But I got you.
Okay. Matter of fact, let's see. But let's take it from verse 1. All right.
Micah chapter 7, verse 1. Woe is me, for I am as when they have gathered the summer fruits.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
As the grapelings of the vintage, there is no cluster to eat. My soul desired the first ripe fruit. Verse 2. The good man is perished out of the earth, and there is none upright among men. They all lie in wait for blood. They hunt every man his brother with a net.
Right. Try to entrap him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is what happens when you start to deal deal in politics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Politicians become greedy dogs.
That's right.
That's why you even had a lot of politicians that became gangsters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you watch Boardwalk Walk Empire. You know what I'm saying? With Nucky Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Nucky Thompson started out, he was a sheriff at first. You know what I'm saying? He became a sheriff. And then, the dude called the Commodore that was actually funding his campaign and everything when he became a politician.
Right.
And then he wasn't satisfied with becoming a politician because he seen that game was so dirty, and he became dirty with it because he wanted more game.
Yeah.
And then he got into the liquor business. You know what I'm saying? Now you have to start having men killed. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff like that. Matter of fact, the other one, George Remus. You know what I'm saying? He started out as a lawyer. He, of course, got all inside politics and everything. Next thing you know, he owns all of these distilleries and everything in Ohio during the time of Prohibition, where the illegal sales of alcohol was real prevalent and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He transitioned and became a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Politicians are usually greedy dogs. And if they're not like that, then they're going to get devoured by the other ones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the scripture where it talks about lest ye devour one by another. I'll find the other scripture that I need a little later on. I just ran across it not too long ago. Hold it. Huh?
What?
Lest ye be devoured one by another.
Otherwise, you want to keep keep going on the precept?
No, right now we can jump right over to that one right now.
That's what I got it for you. You ready to read?
Yeah.
All right. Galatians chapter 5, verse 15. But if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another.
Yes, because we start learning how to play them Gentile games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it results in this right here. Go ahead and say that again.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 15. But if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another.
And let's take that scripture up a verse or two.
I got you. Verse 13. For brethren, ye have been called unto liberty.
Yes, liberty meaning what? Freedom. This liberty in this context is the freedom to do the things that you're supposed to do, that you ought to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not the things that you want to do.
Right.
Two different types of liberties right there. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh.
Yes, yes. Don't use the freedom that you got for an occasion to do some harm, some wrong to somebody, and then to say, act like the Lord is co-signing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have to answer for that one day.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And you sitting there slapping, you know, some people slapping the Lord's label on some messed up, wicked politician stuff that they're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wronging niggas and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then slapping up, you know what I'm saying, Lord's label on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But by love serve one another.
Right. By love serve one another. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 14. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right. Which means do the things to him that you would actually want done to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't called to be in competition with him. You got the whole goddamn world to compete with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't beating if you ain't whipping their ass, then why, you know what I'm saying? Why turn your conflicts internally? Why do that? That's a sign of people that's losing, actually.
Right.
That's one of the reasons why so much violence in the ghetto.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? See, when with the violence in the ghetto, all somebody got to do is put some pressure, you know what I'm saying, on you, and all of a sudden you start killing one another.
Yeah.
That's not the sign of the people that's at war. That's a sign of people that got their ass beat in war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, they get their ass beat so bad to where the enemy say, boo, and you start fighting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What the scripture when it said that the sound of a shaking leaf shall chase them?
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's pull that one right quick in the law. The sound of a chasing leaf. The sound of a leaf shall chase them.
No, you know what's funny about that?
What's it?
If I may, Salaki, I shared a post on Facebook some weeks ago about how the leaves be how the wind be blowing the leaves. You look behind
somebody
you,
running up on you. Yeah.
You think somebody look like behind you and shit.
Right.
When I tell you so many brothers and sisters was laughing at that post because I laughed so hard because that was me when I was walking from the store.
Right.
Walking by myself. I'm like, oh. Hey, that is hilarious.
Or how about this one? If you got a group of dudes and they all like out on the sidewalk, male and female, it don't even matter. You could be just you know what I'm saying? And then one person take off running.
Yeah.
Everybody else take off running. Nobody else even look to see what the hell's even going on or any of that stuff. Everybody just run. Yeah. We just figure it out later on.
Right. Yeah. Cause I ain't finna stick around and see what's going on.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just take off running. You know what I'm saying? That's fulfilling that scripture also. The sound of the sound of a leaf shall chase them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Go ahead.
All right. Leviticus chapter 26, verse 36. And upon them that are left alive of you, I will send a faintness into their hearts in the lands of their enemies.
Said a faintness of the hearts in the land of and faintness is when you give up hope when it comes to challenging any type of outside enemy. You encourage them to fight against each other. Right. You know what I'm saying? But going against the enemy in any type of way, that's a faintness right there.
Right.
I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I remember an old dude named Art said back in the 60s, when all the riots, when there's some riots going on down in the 60s and all that, when Martin Luther King got killed, he said, "Well, them niggas was killing the hell out of each other." And I'm like, wait a minute, Why are y'all killing each other? Why ain't y'all go over to the white neighborhoods? Because they would kill us.
Yeah.
You hear that? See how that sounds right there?
But meanwhile, y'all killing each
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, why his bullet more deadly than ours? You know what I'm saying? That's the faintness right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the faintness. Can you read that part again?
Mm-hmm. And upon them that and upon them that are left alive of you, I will send a faintness into their hearts in the lands of their enemies.
Mm.
And the sound of the shaking leaf shall chase them, and they shall flee as flame from the sword, and they shall fall when none pursue it.
Now, let me take this call right quick.
One second.
Go ahead.
All right. And they shall fall when none pursueth.
Look at that. Don't that sound like the hood right there?
Yeah.
They shall fall when none pursueth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now think about this one. Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
It said the sound of a shaking leaf.
Yeah.
It's talking about actually a leaf that's shaking.
It can be a leaf, or it could be just the sound of something that's not even dangerous. It just sounds like it's something that's dangerous.
Yeah,
right.
We can hear something on TV. Well, you know they trying to do this and that. You know, such and such and just at the rebuke, you know what I'm saying, of another nation and everything, we get afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they'll come up with a scale. You know they plan on cutting down food stamps.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? And everybody in a damn mass hysteria. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, some stuff that ain't even true. A lot of stuff that ain't even true. But we just heard that the sound of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the sound of it got us scared as hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, they do it on jobs all the time.
Yeah.
Like, well, we know they great start laying people off. Hey, go ahead.
That's deep.
Huh?
That's deep.
You see this your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Seen this your whole life. You know, go on the job. Well, you know they get ready to start laying off. They get ready to start trying to lay people off. And all of a sudden, what do niggas start doing? We start snitching on one another to try and, you know what I'm saying? We just snitched on 10 niggas and everything, you know, trying to establish our own damn spot. You know what I'm saying? We ain't snitching on them devils and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, we just doing this to niggas. We know niggas is a soft target. You know? But at the same time, kind of found out it was just a false flag. It was just a false, you know what I'm saying, accusation and everything. And look how much damage was did, you know, just at the shaking sound of the shaking leaf.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Look how much damage was did just at the sound of the shaking leaf. And it chased us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Got us scared.
Right.
Caused the faintness of our heart. You know, any more on the scripture?
God. Oh, that was it. But I can read that part again.
Okay, it's another scripture when it says the land of our enemies should eat us up.
Oh yeah.
I like that. I like that one too. I thought that was connected with that scripture right there.
Well, let me see.
My land, like enemy said,
Yeah, it's right in verse 38.
Okay.
Verse 38. And ye shall perish among the heathen, in the land of your enemies shall eat you up.
Now, this is also literal. Because what parts of the ghetto are we strategically put at? It's called environmental racism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We always put by chemical companies.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the slaves got free in Louisville, they put them in Smoketown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you smell the sewers down there and the steam that come up out of the sewers and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of the time the land is so goddamn toxic when they start getting rid of all of these projects and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them they couldn't build nothing else on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They couldn't build anything else on. Anybody know why? Because the land up under the projects was so toxic.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like if I miss, like you mean like when you can't till the land?
not only that, it's a lot of lands was over chemical dumps.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chemical. Go ahead.
I heard like out the water in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
You don't clean our water like you do the oppressive water.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You probably died more of cancer because
and the water got to come through pipes underground.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you also too, a lot of the places before they even put projects on them were waste dumps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the projects started out as military barracks where people wouldn't be on the land for nothing but maybe 2 years or something, where they stationed at. You know what I'm saying? And then once they got done with all of that, they put black people to be there for 30 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So imagine what that's going to do to you, you know what I'm saying, as far as your health.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why so much cancer coming up out of projects. Go ahead.
Professor, he's real clever.
Oh, yes. He got ways to destroy us. I mean, hell, he kept, you know, he took on all the Egyptian ways and all the methods and everything that every kingdom that had us in captivity used to use against us, and just compiled it all together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
But the priests and prophets see it though.
Yeah, the priests and prophets see it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, certain other people that are actually diligent and concerned about the condition of people, they can see certain things also. But here's the thing about it, a lot of times we get put in positions where we can't really do anything about it.
Right.
Even though we see it, we still, are trapped inside those same neighborhoods and all kind of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? What?
Well, they don't like something about our people. I heard this preacher say that white man's going to destroy God.
He said the white man's going to destroy
he's
God.
Supposed to be a priest, a Bible, a man of God. And he told me, I said, okay, you really think God, the white man going to destroy God in Israel? Okay, keep thinking that. It's not going to happen.
And he's a priest.
Yeah, he said he's a priest. Some of priests is stupid.
I ain't never even heard a Christian pastor say no stupid stuff like that.
I was sitting in the car. He was telling me the oppressor is going to destroy God.
But you know what? That is the spirit of Christianity.
Oh yeah,
it really is.
Right.
Because when the Lord is going to get everybody down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, they got to believe some type of delusion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They have to believe it. They have to believe that they're strong enough to fight the Most High and His angels. They have to believe that, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
They'll say, I don't know a precept that say God said He's gonna send off a strong delusion that they're gonna believe in and lie.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's it. Perfect scripture right there. Perfect scripture. Yes. Strong delusion. You know what I'm saying? And you can think anybody in their right mind would be thinking, man, this foolishness to try to go against the Lord. But the Lord is sending strong delusion through what? Technology and their advancements and weaponry and advancements and this and that. Their ability to go up and out of space. They believe they can actually reach the, you know what I'm saying, the fourth dimension and everything. Go ahead.
I think a lot of people be more brave and indoctrinate how to oppress you, tell them and indoctrinate that technology is going to conquer God and stuff like that.
They actually believe that because, see, technology is tripling like every damn year.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's way different than what it was way back when we were young and everything. This stuff is tripling and doubling and tripling over itself just so damn fast. Think about it. Look at the age of the cell phone.
Right.
It has evolved very much.
Yeah. You think about your Nokias back in the day and look at what the stuff that you got now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The different stuff that you can do in your damn phone, all these different apps in it. Go ahead.
These kids are real smart. I be seeing little babies know how to operate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Little bitty babies that can't even talk yet, but know how to work a phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Liz Arabia.
Yeah.
She can work a phone already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably better than me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She know how to work a phone already.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the kids nowadays, like they know how to call, they know how to go on YouTube, they know how to watch TV.
Yeah.
You
They
know,
watch all of their little cartoons.
text a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. They know how to do all of that stuff. Pull up the favorite cartoons. They know how to, you know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff like that. You know, so by the time they get 12, 13, you know what I'm saying? They, they on a whole other level when it comes to stuff like that.
They know how to take it apart, put it back together.
Yeah, exactly. Take it apart, fix it,
Yeah.
and then put it back together. You know what I'm saying? You know, and make it more advanced to what the hell it was at first, and all kind of crazy stuff.
And
You know?
actually, you can do that now. Like some brothers that I know in the world, like as kids, I'm talking about 11, 12 years old. They knew how to build their PCs. PCs mean it look like your laptops.
Right.
So cause there are PCs out there that it doesn't really cost that much. You just adding pieces. So if you want to build your storage up, or you want to build the screen resolution, all that, it's just so dope.
Right.
It's crazy. It's like, damn. And now this laptop that you bought at first, it was $500, but now it's worth $1,100.
Right.
You feel
right.
me? Like that's amazing.
Yeah, you know, and then now
it's like if I made, it was a brother in the school, and that used to be in Minnesota. You remember the brother with the big afro?
Right.
He used to know how to do that shit. Yeah, he had fixed one of my old laptops.
Damn, I knew some older people that knew that. My auntie and everything. They live in a little small country town, and they know how to break down laptops piece by piece. They'll have a table about as big as this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I came down there to kick it with them, it's like, yeah, we put you a computer together. Like, what? They put me a computer together.
Yeah.
They're not buying me. They're taking one and fixing it and putting it together. I'm like, yo, when I got there, you know, they had worked on mine. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because they got all the technological skills and everything. And they're, you know, in their 60s. And the kids, they really don't, they go to, you know, to them to get their stuff fixed.
Right.
You know, but they had a table like this and had all the pieces laid out. I'm like, man, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, I could never. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that.
I'm like, I could never. You know what I'm saying? All of these pieces, little pieces, and putting everything back together. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, yeah. I'm like, man, they bad as hell when it comes to this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and they're older people.
Yeah.
And can do that, you know what I'm saying? But they ex-military too. They was in intelligence and all of that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Both of them. As a matter of fact, they met in the military.
Yeah, I know people who know how to take your phone. Let's say that you never backed up anything on your phone.
Right.
It's all your contacts, your pictures, your videos, your text messages. I'm talking about if you give them your phone, they can get you everything back. So you think that you deleted everything and it's gone forever? No. They know how to get it back.
Right back. Right.
Back.
You know.
Now, as far as that part, I know how to do that. Sure.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to, you know, take this apart. You feel me?
Right,
I ain't that advanced, but I do got some tricks when it comes to phones and technology and stuff like that. And most problems too, I kind of just brainstorm and think about it. Like, if I can't find an answer online, which you really can't find everything online, you could look like YouTube and stuff.
Right.
I just kind of brainstorm and just kind of think like, it could probably be here. This could probably be the issue. And sometimes I just figure it out on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah. But no, yeah, that's amazing. There's money in that too.
Yeah. So just think about it. Now you can start to see part of the strong delusion.
Right.
The reason why they would actually believe that they could actually challenge the Most High and the angels.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And my thing is, technology can go up against something as supernatural as the Most High.
Right.
And my thing is, how can you kill the thing that made you?
Right. But the thing about it is, the Most High is going to allow it to be a good fight, though.
Of course.
He's going to, because that's going to build up even more strong delusion.
Yeah.
Because he's going to allow it to be, you know what I'm saying? He's going to a degree of the back and forth just to build their confidence even more. So when he drives them down, so he can wipe them the hell out. Because the Most High is a master strategist. You know what I'm saying? And if you just wipe people out, and you know what I'm saying, that's going to make them not want to challenge you because they're going to figure that there's no way that they can win. But the Most High wants them to believe that they can actually win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he's sending over them strong delusion. You know what I'm saying? He did the same thing with the ancient Egyptians. Now think about this for a second. Imagine the strong delusion that the ancient Egyptians had in order for them to walk themselves into the sea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see that sea, them big old huge gigantic walls of water and everything, you be like, okay, the Israelites walked through that, but I don't know. I ain't trying to go through that. You know what I'm saying? No. They were so confident And when I read about some, they had some type of technology to actually to get themselves up out of the sea.
Right.
But the thing about it is, the Lord caused that technology to fail because He caused the chariot wheel to sink.
That's right.
So now they're stuck.
Yeah.
So now they couldn't get out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm reading a book on Vindicating Lincoln.
On who?
And Vindicating Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln.
Right.
And the oppressor, he said he gonna use the supernatural to bond the Most High. And the white man said, "Y'all crazy."
The supernatural.
Yeah, he gonna use.
What they was actually meaning was technology.
Yeah.
Way back then, it would be looked at as a supernatural. Everything that we know how to do now would be looked at as witchcraft and superhuman strength and all kind of stuff like that. Way back then.
Right.
Have y'all seen them new robots that they got? The dogs.
Yeah.
And all of them.
Yeah.
They got the robots that can do backward flips.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, see one robot. You know what I'm saying? He was walking to their thing, and the dude, the one of the engineers of the robot pushed it, and the thing stepped.
Good night.
Serious, the damn robot stepped.
Yeah. Wow. He said.
Dead serious.
That's crazy.
Hey, the way he was walking, he reminded me of Officer DeBar Mont.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was, you know what I'm saying? Dead serious. He was stepping hard. You know what I'm saying? He's stepping hard.
Yeah.
Dude, like this, he sidestepped. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
kept moving. I'm like, what the hell? Go ahead.
Another thing he said in that book, he said he's not interested in justice. All he want to get rid of the guilt and support like permanent action and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, of course he wants to get rid of affirmative action and everything. But see, the thing about it, the
No,
purpose.
he said he supported, but he's not interested in justice.
No,
you don't want to correct what the
affirmative action. The only purpose of affirmative action is to make it look like the playing field is even. Like we have something, you know what I'm saying, that's on our side to make it look like the playing field is even.
Yeah, right.
That's the only thing. That's the only purpose. That's why people invested. You know what I'm saying? Because you wipe out affirmative action, you know what I'm saying, and the people started to have an uproar, you know what I'm saying? But you have affirmative action and it keeps us like, well, we do have this. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, like I've been trying to seek out many books on slavery and stuff. I was trying to seek out this. I was gonna say the president said he ever feel guilty, but he did our ancestors. But he said he feel a little guilty what he did to a Native Indian, but he never said he feel any guilt what he did to us.
Well, here's the thing. Guilt a lot of the times is not a decision.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How you respond to the guilt. You know what I'm saying? Like say for instance, they know when they know that they're wrong. Now the response to that a lot of the time is to try and flip it on you. You know what I'm saying? If they say the N-word and they say, feel the guilt behind saying the N-word, they say, well, y'all call each other that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how they respond to the guilt, to stomp out their own guilt. That's why they love black entertainers and black people to speak up on the behalf of white people, and they shovel millions of dollars at them because these black people help to soothe their conscience behind the natural guilt that they actually have behind what they did to black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Cain felt guilty when he killed Abel. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was, and then what did he say? How did he respond to that? Does any man find me, they slay me. You know what I'm saying? He knew because he knew the penalty behind it too. And then inside their conscience, they know the penalty.
Right.
Inside their spirit, they know the penalty. You was going to say something?
Yeah. Then the oppressor, when you said we sold our people into slavery, I tell you, if we did, I know we did. That don't justify y'all to do what y'all did to our ancestors.
Yeah, that don't justify them doing it.
Right. Yeah.
That'd be like somebody stealing in the store, and then I go and start stealing too. And then when I get questioned by the cops, well, shit, they were stealing. I mean, that don't, you know what I'm saying? Right. What the hell do they got to do with the price of tea in China? You partook in that, you know what I'm saying, and did it too. I don't give a damn if they let us use that excuse. Right. Let us be like, well, you know what? Russians is killing Ukrainians, so Shouldn't we be able to do that too?
Right.
You see how it would sound then? You see what I'm saying? How it would sound then?
Crazy.
Like, well, the Arabs, I mean, they blowing each other up in bombs. So, if I make, this homemade bomb and put it inside this Arabian cuisine,
Right.
they're bombing each other.
Right.
Why can't I do it? Only a murderer would come up with a goddamn philosophy like that, and the only people that they push that philosophy on is Black Hispanics.
Right.
And Indians.
That's right.
We're the only people in the whole world
Right.
that they put that philosophy on. Anybody else, you put that same philosophy upon them, they'd be enraged. You know what I'm saying? You can't put that up on no Africans. You can't put that up on Arabs. You can't put that up on Asians. You damn sure can't put that philosophy up on white people, boy.
Yeah, you don't care. You don't. They hold themselves guilty.
Yes, exactly.
You can say you can speak of God for all the evil and injustice. You be shaking their head at you.
Right, and that's one of the reasons why they pay Black celebrities and stuff so much, because the investment is for them to invest inside their conscience.
Yeah.
If they allow
Oh,
a few, you know what I'm saying, a few monkeys to, you know what I'm saying, be able to dance on the screen and all of that kind of stuff. But they say, and when you cry about poverty, they say, oh, well, look at him. Obviously, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Because if he could make it, what's wrong with you?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They investing in the white man's clean conscience. That's what it actually is. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason. That's what they're investing in for real. You know.
The flesh is a devil that the Bible speaks to.
That's right.
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 When we close it out, I do want to find that scripture though. I think it's Ecclesiastes in the Bible. I think it's like the 10th chapter. I think it is. I just pulled this up just the other day. The one where we talk about trust not in this wasn't actually the one. I think it was Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, when it said also too, it said, for thine own minds we want to tell thee more than 10 watchmen on the tower. No, 7 watchmen on the tower, right? Okay.
You said last week or whatever.
I didn't bring it out in the class. I was just studying with somebody.
Okay. I recognize that.
You talk about the.
Okay. Okay. I can't find it. Okay, Ecclesiasticus. It is 37.
So
it is in the Apocrypha.
All right. Warrior, it's in the Apocrypha. Oh, we got one? Oh, okay.
So 37, I think we just started, I think maybe the 10th verse, I think it is.
All right. So 37 and 10.
Okay. Ecclesiastes, chapter 37, verse 11. Neither consult with.
Yeah, this is it. Take it up to verse 10.
Okay. Verse 10. Consult not with the one that suspect thee.
Okay, go up because I think it'll go up to about yeah.
Verse 8, beware of counselors.
Yeah, there we go. This is one. Okay. Beware of counselors. Go ahead.
And know before what need he has.
Yeah, know before what need he has. Know what his desire is, you know what I'm saying? And if he believes that you somebody that can help to further him and his agenda, he's only going to be thinking about what he wants.
Right.
He's not going to think about, he's not going to have your best interest at heart. I understand a lot of people get jammed up behind taking, bad counsel, wrong counsel and stuff, and they got jammed the hell up badly. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing that, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
For he will counsel for himself.
Counsel for who?
For he will counsel for himself.
Nah, but he's supposed to have your best interest at heart, right?
Right.
That's right.
You coming to him for counsel, but he's counseling for himself. and pretty much using you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Using you as a pawn. Go ahead.
At least he cast the lot upon thee.
Unless he cast a lot upon thee, and this is a counselor that thinks like a goddamn politician. You know what I'm saying? Unless he cast a lot on you, because when he casts a lot on you, he's gonna make sure that his hands is clean. And you gonna catch all the goddamn heat behind the counsel that he gave to you when you come to him in good, you know what I'm saying, confidentiality.
Right.
Now he done sat there and threw you up under the goddamn bus. Go ahead.
And say unto them, their way is good.
Yes, our way is good. Yeah, you should do that. Yeah, go ahead, do that. And watch what he do. Go ahead.
And after a while, he stands on the other side.
He's standing on the other side. He's thinking, because if he figure if it go good, then he'll be get the credit for it. But if it go bad, it's all gonna be on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to him, it's a win-win situation. He's not even giving a goddamn about you and what your well-being actually is. That's one of the reasons why I say, trust not in the counselor, because he should counsel for himself.
Right.
You got to counsel with people that really have your best interest at heart.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. You got to counsel with, not just with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
To see what shall befall thee.
Yeah, now he's waiting on the other side to see what's going to happen. You got to, yeah, girl, go ahead and cheat on him, girl. Well, she got a husband herself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She
Do what
said
makes you
there,
happy.
do what makes you happy, girl. Such and such. While she married herself.
Right.
She keeping her husband, but she waiting on the other side to see if you mess your goddamn marriage up. You know what I'm saying? And once you mess your marriage up, she gonna start talking about one of her other friends, how stupid you was. You know what I'm saying? After she told you to do all of that.
Right.
And she's still keeping her husband on top of that. You know what I'm saying? She's still keeping her man after counseling you to destroy your goddamn marriage. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll have a dude that'll be counseling another dude. He ain't a simp up under his woman, but he trying to make you a simp up under your woman. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make you a goddamn simp. That's what I say, man. I mean, shit, we have a bad situation when it comes to counsel, because the women and everything will start counseling with each other. They trying to say something that they actually believe is going to benefit that woman. You know what I'm saying? But dudes counseling another dude to benefit that woman.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a lose-lose situation right there.
That's right.
Everybody a goddamn feminist. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Go ahead.
Verse 11, neither Salakia. Verse 10, consult not with one that suspected.
Yes, one that suspects you. He views you as being a threat for some whatever damn reason. Don't consult with that man.
Right.
Because he's going to think about how to mess you up. You know what I'm saying? Because he wants an advantage point of view, regardless of what it is. You want a job and everything. You got a supervisor position. You think this dude's cool, but in reality, he wants your damn job. He's trying to think about how to mess you up and how to guide you into the goddamn rocks. You know what I'm saying? He trying to guide you into the goddamn rocks to destroy you so that he can possibly take your position, or even sometimes he might not get your position. He just want to knock you off your goddamn perch. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. See, when we start to weave politics and stuff in it, all types of manner of evil start to come, you know what I'm saying, about it. That's why you got to stick with what the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying? But you need to understand when somebody's trying to be a politician with you, too. You know what I'm saying? And defend yourself against such a one. And with that being said, whether ICBK coming out of 1 West on the 25th Street, out of New York, under Commander Jeremy Yohana, and your ties, support this troop, support the men that are out here on the battlefield fighting for you. And with that being said, I'm about to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Macabio.
That's
Nice class, sir.
Oh, the water. All right. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK. Start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Lock you. There we go. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is going to be the Feast of Dedication, December 17th, all right? Otherwise known as Hanukkah, okay? If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that being said, I imagine, which means to stand. Now I'm going to get into the Lord's Prayer, all right? Imagine upon your down, which means to stand and face the east. The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shabka, Yahweh, Malak Watka, Daba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baratazah, Kawah, Hayah, Bashemayim, Lathan, Lanawa, Lakum, Kol, Yawam, Wasalat, Lanawa, Kabawah, Nawa, Kasalat, Nawa, Kabawah, Yanawa, Wala'ah. But what I would know, so like a little brain fart. Manasaya 1, Abba, Awashaya now, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wata Parah, La'alamya, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. In the name, so like thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day, our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Barak Manawa, Wayasha Allah, Waha, Bayah, Saparian, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magun, Say the name of loved ones once. Everyone repeats the name once. For those that's on social media, those that are watching, if you have a loved one that you want to pray for, send up prayers, type their name into the chat. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Otherwise, those in the room, go ahead.
UPK Minnesota.
All UPK.
All Israel. Desiree Davis. The Davis family. Amungabar. That's how I keep enough that last name, so I keep saying.
No sweat, it's all good. No sweat. You see anybody online? Not seeing nobody right now. No sweat. Yahweh Shai. The angels. The generals. The captains.
The captain.
The officers.
The
troopers.
The students.
The sisters. The children. Israelite School UPK. All of Israel. ISUPK Minnesota. Sapara. All right. Bashimi Awashai. The water Amon. In the English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
In Yashala.
And Yashala.
In the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Loved ones.
Loved ones.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things
And
living.
all things live.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils a curse.
Send evil and curse.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against them.
That speak against them.
Like prophets.
Their prophets.
The teachers.
Their teachers.
The princes.
Their princes.
The priests.
Their priests.
Israelite brothers.
Israelite brothers.
In the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evil and curse.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake loose.
The treasure of the rich of Israel.
And the treasure of the rich of
They
Israel.
refuse to give to the school.
They refuse to get into the school.
Force their riches.
Both their riches.
To Israelite sanctuary.
Into the sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evil and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nation.
And the drug dealers.
And the drug
The
dealers.
court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the government of enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogue and army.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinhead.
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan.
Gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spy.
Spy.
Works of witchcraft.
Working on witchcraft.
NASA space program.
National Space Program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marine.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
And the airways.
Cable access
Cable
channel.
access
The
channel.
radio
The
channel.
radio channel.
Convict the spirit of any of thy people.
Perfect the spirit of any of our people.
That seek to stop them.
That seek to stop us.
Bring swift destruction.
Bring swift
To
destruction
all the heathen.
to all the
That
heathen.
stand in the way.
That stand in the
Or
way.
try to stop us.
Or try to stop
From
us.
broadcasting your word.
For broadcasting their word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
That lose all the plague.
They lose all the plague.
Cause to go to and fro.
Cause us to go to and fro.
To the earth and consume them.
To the earth and consume them.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief
And the murder.
and the murder.
Let Yahweh shine.
Let Yahweh Shah,
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel,
Come down with the flying
come
saucer.
down with the flying
Punish
sword.
all the heathen.
Punish all the heathen
That come up against
that
us.
come up against
As
us.
to speak thy word.
That they speak their word.
Cause it known by all.
Cause it known by all.
There's the angel that
That
does it.
the angels that there.
Cause it spread through the media.
Cause it to spread to the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause it to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake up their
In
coming.
the name of Yahweh
In
shine.
the name of Yahweh Shah,
Thank you always.
thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry, which means turn in Hebrew. And in Israel, my Shabbat, I imagine, Barak,
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatham.
my Shabbat. All right, you want to face the sisters? And in Israel, my Shabbat, I imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shemal Atham by Shem Yahushua. My Shabbat, class dismissed. Shalom, Israel.